This video presumes well-developed general installation skills and presents special and critical information on installation procedures for the EnerLogic window film series from Solutions Performance Films Division. We strongly encourage every EnerLogic window film installer to view this video in its entirety before handling and installing these products. Failure to heed this information could prove wasteful, expensive, time-consuming, and frustrating. It is difficult to exaggerate the overwhelming advance this product series represents over standard solar control films as a building insulation technology. To the human eye, EnerLogic window film looks much like any traditional film. But as shown in this array of samples, the very best reflective solar control film does little to reflect non-solar thermal radiation back into a room, as shown here through the eye of a thermal imaging camera. Before the arrival of EnerLogic window film, the best low-E insulating film could do no more than reflect about 60% of ambient thermal radiation. But EnerLogic window film reflects 93 to 95%, reducing heat loss through a window by 43% on clear single-pane glass, while rejecting 76% of the incident solar energy. This is a 65% improvement in winter heat loss reduction over the next best low-E film available. An improvement of this magnitude is the equivalent of turning single-pane glass into a dual-pane unit. The fusion of both solar performance and non-solar insulation performance in a single product has put EnerLogic window film at the pinnacle of the window film industry. But such advancements also require fundamental changes in handling habits, installation procedures, and a more careful selection of tools. In this video, we will focus exclusively on the techniques and tools that are unique or of exceptional importance to the installation of EnerLogic films, and provide explanations of their importance. There are three primary areas of concern: film handling, glass preparation and film layup, squeegee tools and techniques. Film handling. Do not kink or crease. Because emissivity is a surface property of objects, lowering the emissivity of a film to such an extreme level has required a radical and profoundly innovative restructuring of active components. The stack of specialized materials in EnerLogic window film, though very durable, is rather thick and cannot be flexed or bent to the extreme degree that traditional films can be. Doing so can result in fractures that appear as white streaks or flares, especially visible with incoming sunlight. The fractures shown here occurred as a direct result of the film telescoping during preparation for the reverse roll process. The film was kinked or pinched through several layers, fracturing the stack of sputtered components. One reliable but optional procedure to minimize this possibility is to roll up pre-cut pieces onto segments of 1 1/2 inch or 3 to 4 centimeter diameter PVC pipe. Such pipe can be cut into a variety of optimum lengths. Multiple pieces of film of the same width for a job can be stack rolled on the same pipe length, each taped successively in place and labeled with information about size and location. Then, instead of using the free fall drop reverse roll method, simply manually reverse roll the film down or across a window in a controlled manner. This will help eliminate telescoping and roll crushing from bumps or unintentional squeezing. Additionally, installers must avoid placing pre-cut film tubes or bulk film rolls in the path of direct sunlight passing through windows. Film rolls can become extremely hot to the touch and make them difficult to handle and work with. Absorbed solar heat energy in thick film rolls accumulates very rapidly and cannot dissipate easily since the extreme low-E surface is facing out and the radiating surface faces the inside of the tube or roll. Installed film will allow this energy to radiate outwardly through the glass as intended. Before we begin the installation details, let's summarize exactly what must be understood about what is going on with this unique film series that has such importance for installers. More than any prior product, this film series dramatically alters the thermal properties of glass, which directly impact the film's behavior during installation and curing. Because EnerLogic window film so effectively reflects room heat rather than absorbing it and transmitting it to the outdoors, glass will undergo greater drops in temperature than they would otherwise experience in winter months. In fact, on very cold, cloudy days and nights, the glass surface can drop 8 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit more than with standard films or with no film at all. Colder temperatures causes the glass to contract slightly more than the film itself. Standard tools, standard application solutions, and standard squeegee techniques have been sufficient for the installation of standard films. Standard approaches to installation of EnerLogic window film, however, will often result in the formation of darts or fingers which potentially can spread over the entire pane surface. The following methods and tool requirements solve the problem by ensuring better surface preparation, a better slip solution, faster adhesive bonding, and maximum solution extraction for the elimination of persistent water pools or pocketing that can damage critical film interlayers. These tools and techniques will help you reliably give your customers the most advanced, highest performing, energy-saving window film the industry has ever produced. Glass preparation and film layup. For reasons discussed in a few moments, we strongly urge installers to use a 3-bottle system. Label your cleaning and application solution bottles 1, 2, and 3. Bottle 1. This first bottle is a standard mix of X100 for initial glass prep for all EnerLogic films. The mix ratio is 1 ounce per quart, or about 32 milliliters per liter of pure water. Bottle 2. This is a standard mix of film on for glass checking and squeegee lubrication. A mix ratio of about 3 to 4 pumps, or 3 to 4 milliliters per liter of pure water. Bottle 3 is a lean mixture of film on, about 1 pump per quart, or 1 milliliter per liter of pure water. This bottle is intended exclusively for EnerLogic 35 film layup. X100 must never be used between the film and glass. It is too acidic for the film components. It is especially important that initial glass cleaning be given extra attention. Rapid and uniform CDF adhesive bonding to the window is critical to the installation success, and this is only possible with a pristine glass surface. Use Bottle 1 containing X100, also known as Dirt Off, as your primary glass cleaner. Its slightly acidic surfactant chemistry will remove far more oily residues than any neutral soap solution is able to. Spray, scrape, scour, and squeegee clean according to standard protocol. Carefully wipe down all the borders and frame areas to remove loose contaminants and X100 solution. Remember, purified water in the form of either distilled water or water from a 5-stage reverse osmosis filtering machine is essential to assure water cleanliness and a desired acidity level to activate CDF adhesive. Tap water across regions is inconsistent in pH and particulate levels and should never be used. Remember, the failure of the adhesive to bond quickly and uniformly to the glass can be a cause of subsequent fingering, often so severe that a massive web or network of tunnels across an entire window can result. Spray the pane again with Bottle 2, film on solution mixed at the normal concentration. Use a bare hand to gently rub the glass surface to locate any mist particles bound to the glass surface and re-scrape as necessary. Re-squeegee and stroke dry the borders with paper toweling or clean microfiber fabric. The imperative here is to avoid leaving particles that protrude from the glass surface. Such particles, if large enough, can cause a hard squeegee pass to mechanically damage the film coatings at those points. Moreover, large particle contaminants can cause large pools of water to be retained around them, taking many months to dry and be a separate cause of coating damage. Maximum solution extraction is critical to success, and this must be achieved without damage to the surface coatings. For the installation phase, use bottle 3 with a lean mix of film on to avoid interference with CDF bonding. This will promote more rapid adhesion and lower the likelihood of film movement and large-scale piping or fingering hours or days after the installation. Thoroughly spray the glass surface to the point where water beads begin to run, and lay up the film with extra care to avoid kinks or sharp bends. The reverse roll method, shown here with a PVC pipe as its core, is a reliable and recommended method. After film layup, use bottle 2 for better squeegee lubrication. Squeegee tools and techniques. For the final phase, 3 squeegees and at least 3 passes are recommended for all EnerLogic films. The tools of choice are an 8-inch or 20 cm Unger Pro squeegee channel with a soft rubber blade and handle, a 6-inch or 15 cm Blue Max blade in a stainless steel channel and Unger Pro handle, and finally, Thor's hammer, an extended handle squeegee containing the 5-inch blue narrow urethane blade. As an option, especially for smaller windows, such as French panes, the Fusion 5 handle with the blue narrow blade may be equally effective. But be aware that if you do not use Thor's hammer, it is more difficult to apply consistent high pressure for maximum and uniform solution evacuation in the final pass. With the film in position and surface sprayed with a standard film-on solution, use the soft-bladed 8-inch or 20 cm Unger Pro to stroke down all but the perimeter areas of the pane. This will remove any large air pockets, reduce the overall volume of solution between the film and glass, and so increase the efficiency of the next 2 squeegee passes. Spray the surface again with bottle 2 and use a firm vertical pass with the 6-inch or 15 cm Blue Max blade. Check that the film is immobilized and carefully do a standard border trim if the film was not pre-cut. Remember to use a preliminary diagonal corner cut if kinking is likely around deep set corner areas. Always use a hard card or 5-way tool as an edge guide to help assure that a consistent gap is created between the film and the glass edge. This will A. prevent a water bridge from forming and feeding the creation of persistent edge darts or fingers, and B. assure proper sealant coverage over the film edge should the installation be within 10 kilometers, about 6 miles, of a saltwater body. Respray the pane with bottle 2 and squeegee the entire pane with the Blue Max blade in the Unger handle. Begin at the top middle, moving out horizontally to the frame. Alternate strokes, left and right, and be sure each stroke overlaps the previous pass by about 50%. Apply very firm, even pressure and keep the blade tilted slightly downward in these push strokes, snowplow fashion, so that solution is not forced back up into the area already squeegeed. Finally, respray the pane with bottle 2 and do the final pass with Thor's hammer using the same squeegee pattern. If you have elected to use the Fusion 5 handle, remember the principles critical to these final passes. Hold the squeegee so that a 45-degree angle between the squeegee and the pane is maintained at all times. It is natural to allow the attack angle to fall toward the end of a stroke. You must learn to absolutely avoid this to prevent both mechanically damaging the film and reducing the applied pressure. Gripping the squeegee as shown, move your body with the squeegee rather than using your arms to move the squeegee. Keep the applied squeegee strokes within the region from your chest to your knees. Overhead squeegeeing is nearly always less effective, but when required, be conscientious about maintaining effective and consistent pressure. Maximum moisture removal is imperative, and systematically so. No exceptions. Stroke dry the perimeter in the standard manner, but always use a wrapped card. Although EnerLogic window film is scratch resistant, its surface is more susceptible to mechanical damage by aggressive use of unwrapped hard cards. Microfiber towels are ideal for such final cleanup work. Soft paper towels or clean cotton fabric may be needed for the hard card wrap where more aggressive border moisture removal is required. You may use an unwrapped, clean white hard card with a polished edge to check for moisture retention in a small area. If water is found to pool up in front of the card's leading edge, as we see here, stop and re-squeegee with Thor's hammer or the optional Fusion 5 with the blue narrow blade. Do not use the unwrapped hard card as a squeegee tool. For general maintenance, cleaning windows filmed with EnerLogic window film can readily be done with a spray bottle filled with either pure water or water in a mix of 20% rubbing alcohol to help eliminate greasy fingerprints. Spray a light mist over the pane and buff dry with a clean microfiber cloth. EnerLogic 35 window film does require edge sealing if within about 6 miles or 10 kilometers of the ocean or other large bodies of salt water. Use SpectraSeal if available, or apply a thin fillet of neutral cure, clear silicone, such as Dow Corning 1199, around the exposed film edges. A final word on safety first. We must, as always, remind each other about the need for eternal vigilance on the job site. While accidents may be rare within your own company, they do happen, and everyone knows accidents with ladders, slippery application solutions, sharp or even dull knives, blades, scrapers, and fragile glass can be extremely serious and even disabling. Everyone's goal must be an accident-free and injury-free workday. We urge every installer to learn about and use every available safety tool and procedure. The use of eye protection should be routine to avoid visual disruption from accidental oversprays, possible glass fragmentation, and cuts to the eyes from razor-sharp film edges. Cut-resistant gloves should be used on both hands whenever scraping tools are used for film removal and during standard scraping for surface cleaning. Make a habit of using minimal blade extensions when doing film trim work, and wear a cut-resistant glove on the hand opposite the one holding the trim knife.